Friday Slot Car News sponsored by LEBHobbies.com. LEB Hobbies, racing fast, made easy. Visit LEBHobbies.com. Hey everybody, it's the impromptu, not really, version of Slot Car News. We have a whole bunch of things to go over this week. We are going to start off with Scalextric now shipping. There's a whole bunch of cars that are now shipping. Imagine that. We have the Cobra Twin Pack, I believe, is shipping. Another Formula E car. This is a red car. Looks pretty good here. The Aston Martin, I think they're calling it, it's a weathered edition. I think they're calling it Dirty Girl or Dirty. I'm not exactly sure, but that's shipping as well. The Tyrrell, however you want to say it, six-wheeler, just the solo car edition, the single version of the car is shipping. Folks will be very happy to see that. A really, really awesome running car, and even without a magnet, the car runs really, really well. It's definitely a hot one to pick up, personally, I think so. The Golf Huayra, the Pagani, is shipping as well. Good looking car. Police car, the RS200. Now this, I don't expect this car to sell really much at all here in the US, but definitely overseas this is going to be a popular one. The Bastos version of the Capri is shipping as well. And the Camel Lotus 99T Monaco Grand Prix car. That is shipping. That's going to be a hot one. I'm sure that car is going to run really nicely. Those open wheel cars from Scalextric are fantastic. Okay, now we're going to start with kind of the more normal, I guess you'd say, news items. Hobby Classic is showing a couple interesting pieces of news here. They're showing a photo of the new Mercedes, the Dunlop delivery van, I guess you'd call it. That's really cool. I mean, these are fairly high-end models, slot cars that you know, the prices on these are going to be a little high. The quality on these looks really, really amazing. I'm sure these are handmade. So, I mean, in any case, definitely a cool bit of kit. Hobby Classic are also showing the rally loop ends, I guess you would call them, for the current SCX Gray track. This turns any standard straight or, you know, a single, not a single lane, but a single piece of track into, it joins the ends to make it one long, one lane track. This is a great idea. I don't know why other companies haven't done this recently. I'm very happy that Hobby Classic did, or is doing it now. SCX had done this years ago. I believe Scalextric probably had done this a long time ago. They really need to, everyone that makes track needs to do this. Just do it. Revo Slot showing 3 new liveries of the 333 Ferrari. Certainly looks good, and I'm sure it's going to sell nicely. Avant Slot is showing yet again more updated pics of their Nissan project. You see the white and the red cars here. It's going to be interesting to see the final version of this car, what it looks like. A friend of mine, as I think I mentioned before, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I have a personal connection with this Nissan. A friend of mine had one of these when we were in college, and you know, definitely very excited to see more different cars come out. Slot It now. We're going to talk about the Newman, the Hightail 956 KH or Kurzhak, which means short tail. I call it a Hightail. Anyway, the Newman version of the car is coming. It was a bit of confusion about whether this was kind of a reissue of the same car. It's not the same car as a regular 956. It's a short tail with the high rear wing. Coming soon. Also, they're showing the Maserati GT4, the Pennzoil livery on this car. This is a really awesome looking livery on the Pennzoil version this time of the Maserati. These cars run really, really well. There's a bunch of different liveries on these cars now. So, as I've said a number of times, great opportunity for club racing. Next, we have two different pieces of Polycar news. The Lotus 72, the Monza version from 1971. That car is coming, the yellow and red livery on that car. Beautiful looking car. I believe this is probably one of the next cars coming from them. They have a lot of projects in the works. Another car coming from Polycar is the 126C2 Villeneuve Special Edition car. I do expect that car to be shipping very, very soon. You're going to have to look in your particular market who is selling that car. Different retailers have maybe decided not to sell Ferraris here in the U.S. for a variety of reasons. Okay, folks, I will be back after the racing and show news to wrap up this video. I will not be able to do a live stream this Sunday for the same reason as last Sunday. I have to work. There's a baseball game starting tonight, 6-game homestand for the team that I shoot for. There you can see the logo. It's the Crosscutters. And I'm on my way to work here very, very soon, obviously. And yeah, I appreciate everyone's patience. While I have not been able to do any live streams the last week and a half, I will continue to do them when I am able. I have a lot of fun doing them. We haven't run the new Slot-It Chaparral yet. Oh, I do have Slot-It news. They have, and I was on a call with Maurizio this morning. This is why you don't crumple up your notes. Slot-It will do the 2G Chaparral in 2024. Or, well, let's just say they will do it. They have the tooling done, or they have the work done. It's in the plans. I talked with Maurizio this morning, as I mentioned, and he said 100% they're going to be doing that car. It won't arrive this year, that's for sure. But in the next year or so, after this year, they are doing it. That's a little bit of exclusive news here. Thank you all very much for showing up. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the likes and the shares, and thanks for the patience while I am not able to live stream. See you all again soon, folks.